idea, dog. You have no idea what it is to shoot a fucking movie with an animal and what a mistake it is till you're fucking doing it. And the dog ain't paying attention because it was a B movie. So they couldn't get smart animals. They got these stupid animals that they were just taking like a gamble with. Like, let's see if Tiffy will work today. You know what I'm saying?
It was like one of the producers.
Oh, it was fucking terrible. If you watch those movies, you could hear like we had, what's the chick that caused a bunch of trouble that some dick on tape? Yeah, she was the voice of Chihuahua one year. I mean, it was fucking god awful. But I tell you what, it was an education. They called me when they made me audition. I auditioned. I got the role. The first movie we shot up here, and if you watch the movie, the first few days, it was like 6 days to shoot the movie, but you shot all day. The last day, they did a scene where the dog attacks us and the chandelier falls on us, and it's me and Dean Cain. Then you get cut. And he's getting off on top of me, and all of a sudden I fucking fart right in his face. It's on the fucking movie if you watch the outtakes at the end. So they called me back for the second one. I'll tell you what, all those movies, it was an education, like I said, and I'm really proud that they use me, and I see them all the time. They don't pay me no residuals. They're fucking thieves. A couple people took them to court already, because every once in a while I get a check, and I got a letter with it saying that, you know, these are back residuals you got owed. Everybody sued the fucking company. They don't want to pay residuals. What a fucked up career it is to be in Hollywood. They don't want to pay you fucking residuals. You know how many snowballs I jumped off? The one movie we shot in Colorado. Right, how many fucking times I fell in the snow? Those are real falls. I was my own stuntman. There was no stunt double. I got another fucking day there. We think there's another me out there? There's no fucking other me out there. Fucking, I was my own stunt double for 100 a day. Then they called me like for the fourth one, and I just had knee surgery. I told them, I said, listen, I'll do it, but there ain't no jumping off buildings. There ain't no crazy shit. There ain't no running. First day I get there, this motherfucker's like, you gotta run up the hill. I go, what did I fucking tell you on the phone? I ain't running up no fucking hills. You better put me on roller skates and pull me with your teeth, bitch. By the end of the movie, I tormented him so much he just quit. He never directed one of those dog movies again. His name was Mike Pfeiffer. He's like a born-again Christian now. He got out of the movie business. He was terrible.
He changed his life that bad. By the movies,
I think
born-again Christian.
Oh, please. Well, he was always like a half a born-again Christian. He was always like a half a fan.
But you retired him like from the movie circle?
You know what? I haven't seen him, but he hasn't directed those movies anymore. He hasn't directed them since that time. I told him off on the way up the hill.
How much did you torture that guy that he quit his profession?
Bro, when you shoot those fucking movies, they drive you crazy, so I gotta drive. If I know that they drive me crazy. Oh, I love torturing people. I love torturing people, but he was torturing me, this guy. You know how you torture me? By doing the same scene 10 times and it's perfect after the third scene. Nothing bothers me more than that. And I'll tolerate it for a little while and I'll fucking play it. And nothing bothers me more when somebody asks you if you can do something and you say no, and then they ask you again. Nothing bothers me more than that. Nothing. And people like doing that in the movie business. You know what I'm saying? In The Longest Yard, there's a scene where we all jump in the water. You ever see the movie? Where we all jump in the fucking pond. In the mud, right? In the mud. When we got to that morning, bro, there was smoke coming out of our fucking breath. And Nelly was like, I gotta sing this weekend, bitch. I got 3 motherfucking shows, and I get paid. I ain't fucking jumping in there. You know what, man? We fucking jumped in. What the fuck? We got to jump in. They asked us, do you want stuntman? No, nobody uses stuntman. But it was tremendous. We only had to do it. We did it in one take. One fucking take we did it. I like that shit. Enough. That's it. We got it. You do these movies that are 100 a day, the director thinks he's fucking Fellini. You follow me? When you work with it, it's like we were talking about fighters the other day. You never hear about UFC fighters getting into brawls in the street because I call George 1,000 things. George is so secure in what he could do that he won't even say nothing back to me. I got a coño tu madre, and he'll walk away. I can say shit about his family, but George will just walk away, you know, because they're a fucking professional. But when you work with a high-level director, they're cool. Like I get that the Spider-Man 2 dude. How many times do you think we shot that Spider-Man scene? Maybe once or twice. Move on. He had a B camera, A camera, D camera. I got it. It's somewhere in here. We got it. Let's move on. But when you shoot with a less experienced director, for him to show you his balls, that's what they do to you, George. they fuck with you a little bit because they're not that guy. They're not Spielberg. They're not that fucking guy. Trust me, dog. I've done 20 of those fucking movies, and about 10 of them I got to pull the director aside and go, oh, don't even think about it. Don't even think about asking. You ask that, and you have to do that. If not, it's like anything else in your life. They'll just keep snowballing you.
Well, it's not always true, but how many times did you have a new teacher, like a teacher who had just come out of college and they were hard ass, and then you had a teacher who'd been there for 30 years and they were cool as shit?
Yeah, same fucking instance.
Yeah, that's it.
And the guy that was a hard ass is getting shit thrown at him.
Right.
He's getting fucked up. Bro, I went to a school called McKinley. Listen, in my jurisdiction in North Bergen, there was probably 9. No. Kennedy, McKinley, Franklin, Lincoln, Robert Fulton, Horace Mann. There was 6 grammar schools. Everybody knew Lincoln. If you were on the 3rd floor, you were damaged goods. You know what I'm saying? Something was wrong with you. There was no medication in those days. They just put you on the 3rd floor and took their chances.
I'm sure you were really nice to the 3rd floor.
No, I didn't go to Lincoln. I didn't go to Lincoln. They put them on the 3rd floor, and they hope they jump out a window. You know what I'm saying? That's what they put them on the 3rd floor. They left the windows open. Those kids are ugly. Look around. Look at, you know what I'm saying? They were all fucked up. They would go to basketball games in chains. That's how fucked up Lincoln was, though.
They were not going to
Yes,
change.
they would. They were fucking savages when I was in the 8th and 7th grade. But when I went to McKinley, that was fucking, we were a little bit more, not retarded, but we were a little, just on top of that. They still had the pilot program. The pilot program was designed for Cuban kids who came over on the boat and they just couldn't bust out of the 7th grade. But if you were driving to the 7th grade, you signed up and they put you in the pilot program. I swear to God. George, I swear to God.
Fucking interesting.
George, I swear to God. You be in the 7th grade with the same motherfucker. He was in the 7th grade 2 years ago. All of a sudden, you're in the 7th grade with him. You're like, what happened? Because in those days, you come from Cuba, the 2nd grade, and you picked up the English. But by the time the 7th grade came, it just fucking confused you. It was too, bro, I'm not making this shit up.
No, I was in special classes.
They had the pilot program.
Elementary and stuff.
Yeah, they had the pilot program. So the pilot program, the rule was if you had sideburns or if you drove your family to the school, because if you were 17 in Spanish in those days, you already had a kid. You had a part-time job on la maqueta, cortando carne, cutting meat and shit. Those kids are crazy. I remember when I was in the 8th grade, I went to school with a Cuban kid named Juan Ali, and he had already 2 chicks pregnant. He had 2 babies in the 8th grade, and he was working for his father at a gas station.
What grade was he supposed to be in?
Like, he was supposed to be like 28. He had hair and fucking, he drove a truck for his family. But he was in the 8th grade. Juan Ali disappeared. There was one particular kid, his name was Luis Zaldivar, and Russo. He